Previously on
the Bodyweight Toolbox.
Full body tension, full range of motion, full range of tension.
Do you think he's gonna live?
Progressive overload is the method we use to keep increasing the demand on your body, which you have to do if you want to see any sort of change. And volume is the most basic tool for increasing that demand. What's good, B-Sounds? It's your boy, Kick and Raid. In previous episodes, we have covered form and volume. We know that in order to progress, we have to do more work than last time, work being measured as weight moved times reps done. As a bodyweight calisthenics boy, weight is difficult, but not impossible, to manipulate. So it makes sense for our first port of call to be adding reps. But what happens when we run out of reps? We briefly spoke about concentric and eccentric contractions in episode 1. A concentric contraction is where the muscle you're targeting is shortening, and an eccentric contraction is where the muscle you're targeting is lengthening, like the negative of a pull-up. So concentric, contraction, easy. Eccentric, by air come falling. Is that a stretch? A stretch. It's well documented that you are stronger on the eccentric than the concentric portion of an exercise, and you can test this yourself. Do push-ups to failure, and I guarantee that you'll fail trying to push up, not during the lowering phase. Your chest and triceps will say nah when they're shortening, but you could still lower yourself under control and not flatten your face as they lengthen. So what happens when you run out of reps? Well, you haven't. Not really. You've run out of concentric or positive reps, but you still have untapped eccentric power in the form of negative reps. Negative reps can be a powerful tool for anyone of any ability to push through their boundaries and to that next level. If you're struggling with getting your first pull-up, well then I'd recommend rows, jackknife pull-ups, and negative pull-ups, because it puts you through the exact same range of motion that you're trying to achieve. It helps build the motor pattern for doing that exercise, as well as putting load in the muscles in exactly the same way a positive would. Equally, if you're going for something more complex, like a muscle up, it's the same deal. You can learn the pattern from the top down, which your brain will translate into the bottom up. If you're going for something more difficult, more complicated, like a lever, you're going to want hollow body holds, ice cream makers, and straight arm lever variation negatives. Any level of strength, any level of skill, negatives are a powerful tool to achieve it. Let's talk for a minute about how muscles grow. Muscles grow as a result of damage. You tax the muscle, you put it under load, micro tears are created. The body goes to work repairing those tears, and it doesn't want the damage to happen again. It doesn't want to have to repair it again, so it over-engineers the repair. It adapts to the new demand. You end up beefier than before. Well, eccentric training creates more damage than concentric training. And remember, that's a good thing. That's good damage. That is the embufferment in progress. What it also means is that you're likely to be more sore afterwards doing negative training. Now, that's nothing to panic about. Just go sensibly, build up your tolerance, but don't be afraid. We got form in the bag, full body tension, full range of tension, full range of motion. That is going to do wonders in keeping you injury-free. How to perform those eccentric reps? Take those negatives nice and slow, 3 to 5 seconds or as slow as you can right now. That's going to give you the best transfer over to your positive reps. It's a resource and we're mining it. It's a gains cow. Milk it for all it's worth. Go slow. So, concentric, eccentric. Negative reps are powerful because they help your brain figure out the motor pattern to something that you're trying to achieve, and they create more damage and therefore more stimulus for building muscle than the concentric. They also allow you to push past failure in order to keep adding progressive overload to your routine. Progressive overload, which is the only thing that matters if you want to see some sort of change. More good stuff coming your way. Put this stuff to good use in your ever-long quest to be getting them gains and being well.